Ciao amiche e amici di Dopo 50, sono molto felice di presentarvi l'ospite che abbiamo oggi qui sul canale. È un giovane imprenditore, CEO di una società con la quale collaboriamo da tempo e che come missione ha quella di prolungare la durata della vita sana per quante più possibile persone. È qui con noi Alan Graves di DoNotAge. Hi Alan. What a pleasure to have you today here in our channel. How are you?
Hi, Raffaele. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Very well. I'm very happy to have you here finally because we wanted to do this conversation a long time ago, but finally we do because you are very, very busy and this is good. So
Yeah,
can you present yourself to our Italian audience so people can understand
sure.
who are you?
Sure. So my name is Alan Graves. I am the CEO at DoNotAge.org. We are a health research organization that keeps you healthy.
Okay, very good. And because I was always wondering, because you are very young, if you compare with me, but can you tell us why a young entrepreneur like you decided to create Do Not Age? What was your vision?
Well, the reason I'm leading DoNotAge.org is because I think that aging is the most important problem to solve right now for humanity. We have over 100,000 people every day dying from age-related diseases around the world. So I think that's a huge problem, and I think more people should be working on it.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this is the goal of also my project that is called Dopo 50. In Italian, that means after 50. That is dedicated to
Okay.
people over 50. And to all my guests, when I interview someone, I make always this question, but what's longevity for you?
What's longevity for me?
Yeah.
The amount of time I can stay healthy and be able to do what I can do now.
Hmm. Because how old are you now?
I am 33 in calendar years.
Okay, good, very good. So this is your goal is to reach maybe, of course, an age and to be able to do what you do now at your age
Yeah.
now. Perfect.
So mentally and physically
And
to
physically.
still have the same faculties that I have now. So the amount of time I can keep that the same is what I consider longevity.
Yeah, good. I understand. This is the same goal that I have. But are you taking any supplements of yours or others? Which ones? Can you tell to our audience?
No, I don't believe in supplements. Of course, of course, I'm taking supplements. I take pretty much everything that Do Not Age offers, except Sure Sleep, because I don't have any problem with sleep, so I don't need that one. Um, your NMN, TMG, resveratrol, quercetin, Cert6, Fisetin, D3K2 magnesium, spermidine, apigenin, berberine. I take a lot of supplements. I take over 20 supplements every day, and I get to see the science behind how everything works. So I know it's fantastic for my health. I know I feel so good, uh, partially because of those supplements. And so that's why I take so many, or what people consider to be so many. But I see it as part of my diet. They're a dietary supplement.
Yeah, of
Uh, they,
course.
yeah, a lot
No,
of them come
there
from
is
that.
there are
So,
some people that are also scared, to take. I'm not taking some a lot of supplements. Maybe this is a good message to this kind of people that are scared to take
well,
three or four.
yeah, but I think the problem there is people equate supplements with pills that you get from a doctor, like a
Yeah.
medicine. There's a huge difference between the two. Medicines are usually made to treat symptoms and not causes. Medicines should be taken for a finite amount of time. And supplements are the opposite. So, and medicines usually come with some kind of side effect. So they might fix one thing, but then cause a few other problems as well. My
Yeah.
mother, my mother is just about to finish her course actually, but she had cancer a few years ago, about 5 years ago, I think. And she's only just about to finish. In fact, this month she finishes her medicinal
Cycle.
follow-up drugs after all the therapies and things that she had to get rid of the cancer. So, and in that time, she's had some terrible, terrible side effects. And again, this is why prevention is so much better than cure. A dietary supplement is meant to be taken as part of your diet. So, ad infinitum. So I'll be taking these supplements for a very, very long time. They don't have side effects, thankfully. Most of them come from natural sources, and I see them as part of my diet.
Yeah, and of course, it's a kind of let's call maintenance. Now, it's something that you're supposed to do, let's say, forever or something like this, because of
Exactly.
course, the effects are not they are not lasting forever. So you need to maintain. To someone that want to start a longevity protocol, do you have a small or the starting pack, let's call like this, stack of
Yes.
supplements? What supplements you advise to start with?
So we created a starter pack, especially to help people get started. So it's a 6-month supply. So you've got plenty of time to feel the benefits and understand just how powerful these ingredients are. And you can choose, there's 2 options, NMN or NR. I mean, we can get into that later if you like. But yeah, it basically contains the 6 most popular ingredients that DoNotAge provides. And lots of people were coming to us and saying, there's a lot of science, there's a lot of things, I don't really want to look at it, just tell me what to start with. And so we created the starter pack to make it easier for people.
And also they can test and on themselves maybe the effects, what they feel, if they're if they're good for them. Perfect. And because I was always curious, because in my career I'm also an entrepreneur, a marketer, a salesperson. What a date, the best seller that the product, the supplements that you have in DoNotAge catalog?
So the best seller is CERT6 activator.
Okay. And we will speak about later about this amazing product. But which is the product that you are more proud of, that you have between in your portfolio?
It has to be CERT6 activator. It's
Okay.
come purely from our own research. It's helping hundreds of thousands of people around the world. It has to be that one. It's the most impactful supplement, so it has to be that one.
Let's talk about CERT6 activator now, because exit twice into question. Of course, it's a very original and unique supplements that nobody has, because it was produced from a study that you invested on. And so what is the concept, who is behind, etc.?
Okay, so CERT6 is also called the longevity gene. It's the most correlated thing we see with healthy older people. So people that are 100 years plus and still, again, like I said earlier about longevity, still active, still mentally active. It literally repairs your body in real time. So when you're young, in general, when you're young, you have a lot of CERT6. It's very, very active. That's why young people recover faster. As you age, your CERT6 slows right down. And that's when we start to feel the effects of aging. So it was obvious to us and many scientists, Dr. David Sinclair, Chaim Cohen, Professor Vera Gorbanova, that we needed to find a very powerful activator of CERT6. So we tried cyanidins, various seaweeds, and everything in between, but ultimately settled on a fucoidan product. It is very, very difficult to procure because not all fucoidan activates CERT6. In fact, some of it inhibits CERT6. And that's why we had to create CERT6 activator. So we test each batch to ensure it has a strong CERT6 activation, hence the name CERT6 activator. And the results our members are having are just absolutely incredible. We have people talking about it changing their life, how they feel so much better. Then everything else in their life is a kind of knock-on effect, improves as well. So health, wealth, relationships with loved ones. It is the single most important supplement you can take for your health.
Okay, and you recently also published, Vera Cordova published a study on human trial, no? What was the results about this study? If you
Sure.
can.
So essentially, what we had a control group that were just given normal mouse food, and then we had a group that was taking SIRT6 activator. And the group taking SIRT6 activator had significantly lower inflammation. They had better frailty scores. They had better all round. In fact, we had to extend the study because those mice lived for so long. And in the end, they didn't all die. We just had to end the study because we were like, when is this going to end? And so the results were ridiculously fantastic, absolutely incredible. Anybody that's been on our email list will have already seen those results. We've sent it for publication. That will be coming out soon. And again, we'll shout about that on emails as well
Of course, of course.
once it's officially published and peer reviewed. And yeah, so Professor Gorbanova was very, very excited about it, which, to get a true scientist like that, who's the leading voice on sirtuins in the world, that is so, she doesn't get excited about many things, but she got very, very excited about those results. And as such, we now have a human trial, which again, we're very confident is going to have fantastic results. Obviously, we're not going to see those results for many years, but because we have hundreds of thousands of people taking it already and telling us about their fantastic results, we already know that it's going to be very positive. And one of the key reasons people take it now is because it's a very, very strong anti-inflammatory.
Okay. Okay, very good. Now, actually, I invite our audience to check, the longer explanation that I create a video about specifically on SIRT6 and SIRT6 activator. So I invite them to watch this video. And of course, you have a list of many products in your catalog, but many people are always skeptic about the purity of the molecules and the quality, etc. How you can guarantee the purity and the quality of the molecules that are inside your supplements?
Well, because we test everything. So for us, unless the ingredient arrives to you in perfect working condition, there is no point in the whole transaction. Our members wouldn't have made such improvements in their lives unless we actually deliver the molecules perfectly. The supplement industry has a huge problem with low quality and low purity ingredients. And that's why we had to do everything in-house. So not only are we the research organization, but we also then produce and distribute those ingredients to you, because we can't trust traditional supplement manufacturers because they put profit before health. So they'll be using fillers. They're not bothered about the purity. They don't test and check things. And so for us, the only thing that matters is the health outcome for our members. And so in order to get the best health outcome, we must provide those ingredients at the perfect purity when it arrives to your door.
Okay, so actually you test frequently, daily, and so you can guarantee the purity and the quality. Exactly. Recently, actually, I tested it and I tried. You launched also your own NAD test kit. And
Yes.
actually was very nice package, very nice also as something to keep in your hands. Congratulations for that. But some people in our audience were concerned about the privacy when you speak about samples or their DNA or and of course. Can you tell us how you manage this sample, or how you handle them? Because people were concerned, very concerned, especially here.
So the privacy is absolute. We have no interest in profiting from data. The results that we see are 100% anonymized by the system. So we are interested in aggregated data and seeing, age versus NAD level, or diet versus NAD, or whatever it is, or how much NMN they take versus NAD level. That's what we're interested in. And even that data, we would never sell or share it, and it's all anonymized. We don't store that personal data anywhere where somebody can access it. And like I say, we would never sell or share that data. We're not interested in that.
Okay, good. So our audience will be happy to hear that. And do you have other in the catalog other tests? You have the biological age, and
Yep.
you will launch something new. You can say something, or still
Yeah.
something
Okay.
secret?
I'll do an exclusive then. I might get told off for this, but I'm the
Okay.
CEO, so I'll get away with it, I think. So first of all, the NAD test kit that you mentioned, we've managed to bring it in house, make it a far better kit, lower the price because again, once you get to a certain point and a certain amount of members, and more people are buying it, then the price comes down. And so we've managed to lower the price. It's the best priced NAD kit on the market. It is also the most accurate, and it also includes magnesium, zinc, and selenium levels. So it's very, very popular. And in a few weeks' time, maybe around 3 weeks, depending when you release this,
Okay.
we will be launching another test kit, which is that you can test your omega-3 and vitamin D levels. So again, two very, very basic but important markers
Yeah.
for most people. So yeah, we're excited to launch that as well. So
No, it's very, very nice because as longevity hacker, many people they need to check this level before start their protocol. So to have a test,
yeah.
serious test that give you the starting point is crucial. You gave a sneak peek of something new. Do you have other anticipation or new supplements that you have in the pipeline or something that we can look forward for the future?
Okay, so you're getting all the exclusives, Raffaele.
Yeah, thank you. This
Um,
is what I'm here for that.
So, I mean, look, we're constantly working on many different research projects all around the world, both through our own research and our own labs, as well as supporting other labs. So, yeah, we're always working on different potential ingredients, anything that can help in a big way, anything that helps move the needle quite a lot for human health. But one thing I can admit is that we have been working on a pet product for a very, very long
Wow.
time. So the idea is to make a pet chew that contains all the really important longevity ingredients that helps your pet stay younger for longer as well. And we've seen in the marketplace a lot of people just put anything on the market and go, yeah, here you go, it's a pet product, whatever. But again, we wanted to make sure that this actually worked, and as usual, to make sure it was the best product on the market for pets in terms of longevity. So it's taken a long time, but we expect it to be launched at the end of October 2023.
Wow, fantastic. I'm a pet lover. I have two dogs, two German Shepherds. So I
There
will
we
be
go.
the first.
We've got our
I
first customer.
will be the first. Now, listen. Before the first question, we mentioned NMN, NR. You know that this long competition between this molecule. No, actually, we produce also articles and video that explain the difference and everything. And of course, you offer both, so people can
Yes.
choose. But for you, Alan, which is the benefit and the difference between them? What kind of advice you can give to our audience about these two molecules?
Well, they're both siblings. They work very well together. There is more data on NR.
Yeah.
So some people prefer that option for that reason, but there's more hype around NMN. So some people prefer that option. I like them both. I know that they both raise NAD levels very well. So for me, I just take whatever the office sends me. So I'm in a fortunate position where I don't need to pay because of my because of my job. So yeah, whatever they send me every month is what I take. And at the moment, I'm taking NMN.
Okay. No, actually, I advise the same to our audience. Actually, I tell them to try both, to do like a test, because maybe each individual is different. So maybe one people react better to an R and other people to an
Yes.
man. So people need to try. This is also the nice part of the I call longevity hacking. So people need to try and test on themselves. There is nothing standard, you know. So everyone need to create their own protocol. And I recently heard, as you know, I am a pilot. I have my own plane, a small plane, ultralight plane. And I heard someone told me that you will go soon to space with Virgin Galactic. This is true? This is true?
This is true. I mean,
Wow.
first of all, I actually started my pilot lessons when I was in America. I was in America for 6 months at the start of this year, helping to set up our US manufacturing, which is now up and running and working perfectly. Mainland
Okay.
Europe is also in the works, so that'll be up and running within 2 months. Obviously, we already have the UK, as everybody knows. So that's USA, the UK, and Europe. And then we're doing Australia and the Middle East next year. So big plans. But yeah, and while I was in America, I started to do pilot lessons because
Nice.
I wanted to get my license. But unfortunately, work got too busy. So I had to stop those lessons. But I will be taking them back up and becoming a pilot one day. I just don't know when. And in terms of Virgin Galactic, I'm not allowed to speak too much about it, but I'm friends with Richard Branson, and you know, I wanted to support his business, and I also think going to space would be pretty cool and give me a new perspective. A lot of people that come down from space have say it changes their perspective, and so I'd like to experience that. But I don't go up for another 2 years or so.
Ah, okay. I understand also the training and also you need to
Yeah.
be able also to appreciate. I think the idea that you start with a pilot lesson to be a pilot will be amazing. I advise you to do it. I'm a passionate. I'm flying from more than 20 years, so
Oh,
this
really?
is my big passion. This is
Well,
between I have both. I have a passion of piloting my plane, but also go underwater. I'm also a scuba diver, so I have the both world, the air and the water. And I don't know. There is a big competition between the two of them,
yeah,
but
no, no,
you
I
will
understand.
see. It's like an addiction. So fly is like an addiction, and if you add also the space, you will be a junkie completely. So it's will be amazing, and of course I will follow you. you will you will
Excellent.
tell me. You will tell me. Okay, I think because of course our time is limited, but I'm very happy that you were here with me, and of course thank you very much to be with us and for your availability. And of course, I want to give you all my best luck for your business and also the launch into space. Do you want to give, a simple advice to our Italian audience about life, longevity, whatever you want?
About life, I would say you need to do what makes you happy. And in order to find out what makes you happy, you have to try lots of different things. And also, in order to do what makes you happy, you need to have a fit and healthy body. There's obvious advice, such as make sure you move every day, get your sleep right, do not stress in the bad way. So, overthinking and things like that. And then, obviously, if you're serious about your health and you want to be healthy for a very long time, then do consider taking supplementation, but it has to be the right ones. And yeah, do what makes you happy as long as you're not hurting somebody else. That's my advice.
Very good advice. Okay, Alan, it was a great pleasure. Thank you very much, and maybe see you soon in England, or you come to Italy, of course. You are welcome.
Well, I'm always on the move, so that there's a high potential chance that we will bump into each other. Thank you for having me on, Raffaele. And if anyone's got any questions, they can email hello@donotage.org and the team will help them out.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Ciao, bye, bye, bye.